morning, everyone. I'm Satvinder with GM Financial, and I will be sharing our transformation story with you all. And let's get started. Let me introduce you all to my wonderful transformation QA team here. I have some people are missing there, and those are very important people who contributed to in automation, but they are here. Here's Abhinav, and Anna is right there. She's already there. And this is our cross-functional QA team. Our team was formed back in 2016. We made this automation team, and 2015, we didn't have any automation. And let me share with you all a little bit about us. We are, as I said, we are the cross-functional team. We empower all testers to automate repetitive work and remove dependency, third-party constraint, and the good thing, like we design processes, we automate them, and then we implement, and then we coach across the GMF team all the how we can do this together. And I will a little bit share about myself. I've been with the GM Financial since more than 2 years, and before that I was working as performance QA engineer for the other project, and currently I work as a software developer engineer, and I'm working on service virtualization, test automation, and test data management. And I would like to share a little bit more about me. I was not always in IT. I've been to a lot of other different roles. I was one time as a pharmacy tech. I deliver a mail for U.S. Postal Service. I was a teacher, and when I was doing all these roles, always on the background, I was doing small project in IT. But once I got my first project, I was like, oh, that's my field, and that's my passion, and that's where I started from. And over the past 2 years, our team and myself, we are heavily promoting our IT culture and vision in day-to-day activities by empowering all the QA members across the GMF, also by collaborating, by innovating, and to improve all the process. So as you guys see this picture, a little bit funny, Rick and Morty, it just represents before we started automation, everyone was so scared of automation. I was like, don't worry guys, we got a tool set, we have a plan, we will work it out. And here are some crossroads. In 2015, when I joined this team, we had no automation. And with the increasing demand of our business need, we were like, how are we going to get over with all this lot of data need and a lot of the automation process? So we started building, 2016, we started a POC with service virtualization, and we were able to lay down the very strong foundation for our automation test suites. And then 2017, we did the POC for test data management, and we were ready to adopt on the enterprise level. And I would like to share a little bit before we start implementing all the different tool set, what was our pain point. When I joined it, we kind of have a project, kind of Phoenix project in 2015. It was a very big project, and we were thinking we need thousands of accounts to test this project. And we did not have any data. And our project were completely, had a lot of third-party dependency. And there was a lot of black holes. We can't even see it. How are we going to accomplish this? Then we come up with all different tool set. Okay, let's accomplish this together, and I will share how we overcome all our obstacles. First one was the service virtualization. So as I shared, we didn't have a data to test. We had it, but it was very limited data. We used to get it from the testing environment from the credit company. And if I get 1,000 accounts from them to test, our team would be like only maybe 30% they will be able to hit the scenario they needed. And that was the biggest constraint. So we thought, okay, let's first remove this dependency. So how we did it, we virtualized external credit bureau, and we were able to create the data we wanted. If we wanted someone with the score 700, we had that option. So we got the full control on our own data. As of right now, we just request the data, and we get in our inbox how many applicants need. So there's no more dependency with the third parties. And then, second thing was third-party constraint. Since we have our internal teams who are ready with their code, but they were waiting for external system to finish their code. And I've been to the one meeting and I heard their conversation. They were talking about, like, we already have a one service in QA environment. They said we need the exact same service in different environment with a little bit modification. And they were looking into like maybe 4 weeks of estimate, development, data, and DBA. They were also estimating like 3 to 4 weeks. So total, they were estimating 4 weeks of effort before they can stand up that new environment. We heard their pain point, and we came it as a team. We just made, next day, we made a little modification, and within few hours, after pointing to that endpoints, the team were able to start their testing on the enterprise levels. So that was another big win for us. And so then we started getting a lot of positive feedback from the different team across the company, and because also their testing was improved by 80%, and we did a lot of service virtualization for all the third parties. And as people start seeing the result, they start coming to us and say, hey, can you virtualize it? And at some point, seems like, guys, it's not that magic as you think, like if you requested it next hour, it should work. I mean, it sounded like that. We were able to remove a lot of third-party dependency. After getting our big win in SV, next point was, now we had our own data. Other big issue was like how we need to, in order to test a new servicing system, we needed like accounts in thousands, maybe 20, 30,000. But as of that time, manually, our QA was able to do it one account in 45 minutes. In order to generate one account, we had to touch 6 to 7 different applications. So then we thought, okay, now we already have our all input data, let's automate this process. So then we automated using the test automation, and we brought that time down from 45 minutes to 6 minutes. And if we do our calculation, and we used to have all the teams works on the weekends to generate those accounts, and now, and we didn't have to do anymore, our automation script was running. And also some of the other team, they requested the test automation for their web service testing, and we integrated with a CI/CD pipeline, and that way they were able to detect the defect in the very early stage, and they were getting their notification, hey, you deploy the new code, but it's failed, and whenever they get the notification, they were able to look at it, and they were able to correct and redeploy it. So after we got our data, we got our automation in place, then it was time to think like how we can continue enhancement with our current process using TDM. Then we start use the test design modeling. We use ARD. Actually, we use the ARD a little bit different, like the most company they use as of today. We use it to make the design modeling for the self-service. We integrated the ARD with the TDM to make the self-service in TDM where requester can go directly, request their data, and get their desired result in their inbox. So based on to the business request, we made that flow chart, and it was so easy. Okay, what option they would like to see in their UI, and we used ARD for that flow, and then we integrated with the TDM. So as we realized, even though we have test automation in place, SV in place, and now we worked on the data automation process and ARD side by side. So even though we have test automation, we want to make it more user-friendly. So we started gathering information from the business, what they want to see in the request field, and then we gather all these information from the business, and then we register data object, and then we design the data based on their requirement, and then we publish the data, and they were able to get the notification in their email. So this was the time when we were done with all the silo processes. We work on SV test automation, we integrated ARD with TDM. It was time for us to put everything together. And here we were at today, where user is one click away from getting their data. So user go there, request the data, and TDM generate the data, and then our data publish action, a PowerShell script orchestrate the dev test automation script, and after execution finish is update the TDM database, and also there's a lot of other moving pieces behind the scene, and after this execution ends, by end of the execution, end user get their data in their email. So before, there was a lot of dependency manual. They will send us an email, and then we will run our automation, we will provide the data. But over there, it's 24/7 available to them. They just go hit click, and while even nobody's working, they will get their data in their email. As we were always we were trying to innovate in the automation process. We were thinking how we can make the test data business friendly. And the good thing is this whole process brought our IT and business together. We were seeing more collaboration, and the way we were asking business what they want to see and what they want us to make some changes. So we were able to remove this email. Before, we used to get a lot of emails. Then the time frame the turnover time was 3 weeks before they can get their data. But after implementing the self-service, that came down to 1 hour. So 3 weeks to 1 hour is kind of pretty good time, and so whenever user was requesting the data, they were getting very frequent notification where their test is right now. Okay, first step is over, now is middle, okay, now the test is completed, and here's the result. So it was like more user-friendly, and it's a less hassle, and we don't have to deal with like large spreadsheets. As like one of the most benefit for the automation is the standardization. Like we were able to make the one central location for the data request, and so everyone knows there's only one place we go and we can get the data, and also better communication and updates. Based on to the getting feedback from the business, we were able to make some updates on the continuous basis. As these pictures represent, after getting over with all our SV test automation integration and then make it user-friendly, what we accomplished, we were able to fill the gap between IT and business. Now, like business and us, we were talking the same terminology, even though when we were in the meeting, there was no surprises to the business. Okay, oh no, we don't use this word. So we came up as together with the terminology, and continuously they were giving us their feedback, and we were changing, and it was more higher visibility, and very important, like it was more trust between IT and business. And now, like, it's just not about what tool we use, how we do it. The main, like, how we change our culture by implementing all this automation process. So, like this whole process, we got like as a team for software developer engineer team, we got a more empathy for the other teams. We were just not doing the automation and throwing out our process to them, hey, use it. We were going there, asking them how to use it, and on the daily basis, we were supporting our 5 to 6 different teams, like, and telling them, if you see any issue, let us know and we will fix it for you. So it created more empathy between all the different teams. And we were constantly we were innovating, getting feedback, and it's kind of never-ending innovation. At every problem, we look at other opportunity, how we can improve this process. And we were able to collaborate with the business and more transparency and traceability. And we like the best thing as the whole team, all of us, we were working toward one common goal, was the quality.